What do you want, kid? I'm rereading my favorite part of this book.
Is that the strategy guide part where I die? Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Hat in Time's Sildeal's Death Wishes. And in the last episode, we got killed by two birds. After, you know, Peace and Tranquility. And even then, we barely made it with seconds to spare. And, you know, after Crab Bar came through for us, we aced the wound-up windmill after 2 hours of wall climbing pain. That's the only way I can put it. It felt like Ocarina of Time Chaos Edition, which I seem to be referencing quite a bit recently. Maybe it's just the most comparable thing that I can compare it to, I guess. But we are looking pretty close to being done, actually. We are at 96 out of 111 stamps. 114 if we had DLC 2, but we're not up to that point yet. The pain still comes even once we're done with DLC 1 in its general package. And, well, next common denominator is 35 up here. That seems to have some sort of bucket for us as a prize. Finally, been waiting for a prize recently. The illness has speedrun. Now, I was struggling a little bit with this before. I could never seem to actually beat the level in 6 minutes, which is the second stipulation. The first being, well, 6 minutes 30. You got to do it in 7 minutes, but your goal is to do it in 6. I could always do it in roughly 6 minutes 25 seconds, because I'm not the most optimal. I do not know the best. I'm not a speedrunner. Again, that's the easiest way to say it. I'm not a speedrunner. However, in recent, well, within the week actually, that's extremely recent, in recent research, there is a big skip that you can do, and it has something to do with the checkpoints of the zip lines. I'll get into that right now. Hopefully, I can get this done in one go. What we need is the sprint hat and the hookshot badge. Nothing else really matters. Other than, you know, good platforming skill and knowledge of the route that you're going to be taking. And you also want to do it by booting into the level. If you restart or take a death, I'd recommend leaving to hub and loading back into the level, because otherwise, you won't get a freebie. And you'll see what I mean once we skip past this. Having cutscene skip doesn't mean nothing. Starting off, we want to immediately jump over this way and head towards the birdcage. So that means we've got to come over this way, stop running to double jump, lunge, climb up, and come over this way to the red and orange banner, and then hookshot. Now, before it reaches the end, but in reach of jumping, pause and change the hookshot badge to something else, and then complete the jump yourself, and then get the hookshot badge back on so you can continue. That skips a checkpoint, a respawn trigger. If you do this, this would save so much time on the way back, but you got to do this on every zipline other than the final 2 when you're going to the final of the 3 spawns. The first 2, you need to do this, so make sure that you've actually got a camera in an optimal position so you can see what you're doing. Now, you might be thinking, why do you have to do this, considering that you've got to waste time actually jumping onto the platform and then pausing and then getting your badge back, and you can't swap your badges, you can't swap the location of the badges, so how is that helpful? You'll see in a bit. So for now, we just got to progress like we would before, just super fast like, bounce up here, grab that hop on if you need it. But here's the thing, on the first loadout, some of the spores, or all of the spores on the first one that you go, on the first big spore that you go for, there's nothing here that I have to platform over. They're not in the way. For whatever reason, they don't load. In Phase 1, it's basically a Phase 0. Phase 2 uses Phase 1, and Phase 3 uses Phase 2. So you kind of get like a pass. Of course, lunging and dash boosting is pretty much your go-to method for getting around. So once we knock this out, immediately jump into the pit, and then you'll respawn, not at the previous zipline to go backtrack, but you'll respawn back in Goat Village. That is the skip. This is what you need if you are not a decent speedrunner. This time, we're going to use the sprint to get to these 2 hookshot points, grab the harp on to heal from the void out, take the left to the windmill in order to get to the next spawn. And of course, we want to do our little trick again. Now, keep in mind that you won't have to do this when you're going to your final spawn, because there'll be no need to respawn back at Goat Village. since you already do so, because that's what you have to go through. But the cutscene at the end takes about... I'm saying all this live, by the way. There we are. Yep. But yeah, it's, you won't have to... What was I saying? I've lost myself already. Let me just focus for a second. I'm doing all this live, and that's the main thing, because I know what I need to do. I just need to say it. Now we're getting the spores and as well as the earthquakes. This is the problem. And remember that... Oh, that's what I was saying. The ending cutscene, before you can actually, you know, pick up the timepiece, takes a good 30 seconds of your time anyway. So even if you've got good time, you got to make sure that you're actually good time. Because otherwise, you're not going to make it. So let's get up here, whack this, jump into the pit. You can see that I practiced this quite a bit. Hopefully we don't land on anything when we're avoiding out, because that just makes it take longer. But now that we've done that, hop over this way onto the log so we can get up here, grab this hop on in order to swing across. No point jumping, just keep swinging across. Then we can go straight for the zipline, and as I've said already, we do not have to use the hook shot cancelling exploit, because when you obviously you dequip it, so you haven't got the hook shot, so it automatically makes you jump off. It's a forced dequip, which is what we had to do in the 12th challenge road actually on the Sky Rift. But you could actually just do that by holding the attack button. So, I don't know why the camera always likes to go skew-if there. We can skip the first few spiders. These ones we do need to actually home attack on. Go for the spore to swing across. We can skip one spider, hit the next in order to finish the jump. Get onto the next zip line. And as you can see here, we've saved like almost an entire minute. We would be at roughly 5 minutes at this point. Just cutting it close, maybe not making it, because as I said, I'm not optimal. But even so, this means it gives me a lot of breathing room, and I'm still able to do it with 20 to 30 seconds to spare. Even though this is a skip you want to do. Skip all that platforming, bounce up here, go up and over. Skip all that entirely. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, I did, that's fine. I can lunge and grab it from here. That was a little bit of a misdirection there. I forgot where I was going, but that's still fine. We'll still should be able to make it. Now, as you can see, this place is covered in spores, but we already had some free passes, so we can't complain about that. What we can complain about is if we take some chip damage like that. That's fine. Just some expert jumping. Ow, I should keep jumping so I don't get knocked by the shockwaves. Or the earthquake effect. Do not get punched by these guys, because that can really seriously mess you up. Hopefully we won't get hit by any falling spores here. Just keep whacking this thing. I'm actually going to close now. Now we've just got to mash the A button, because as you can see, we're at 526 with the skip, with the exploit. Mashing A to get past the cutscene. We've got this in the bag. Waiting for this thing to be all majestic and whatnot, which is a real killer. I'm phasing through it. I'm still phasing through it. I'm still... all of a sudden I grab it. I don't know why, but it's not solid for like an additional 3 seconds or so. But as you saw there, did it in one try without edits. And that was, if you heard what I was saying and trying to concentrate at the same time, that was unedited. That was live. I aced that on camera. And that more than makes up for the wound-up windmill. Give me that bucket. I guess you can say the game kicked the bucket on that one. What's with me with the puns today? Transcendent. Dunk yourself in pain. Let's do so. And Hibuski. Look how ethereal we are. Actually, we look like Cosmic Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy 2 because of the dress the mod dress that we have on that we obtained in the latest mod video that we did before this. After the last challenge road, which was challenge road 12. So this actually looks really cool, and I like this, and it's quite fitting for what this represents for us, because we've got more pain, because the next target is this 40 over here, which also has a reward for it. Costs 40 stamps, and it is breaching the contract. What was the previous mission beforehand? It's dealing with the Snatcher again. You have to defeat the Snatcher, but he's even more handsome than usual. He's an EX boss! Don't look for places to land between the shockwaves. Actually, try to lie face down on the ground. It'll make this much easier. Because, of course, he wants to kill you. And the problem here with the stipulations is that we have to beat him with at least, well, with more than 1 hit left. So basically we cannot take any more hits other than 2. If our health goes under 2, then we cannot get that stipulation. It will just be lost for us. The next stipulation is without using your weapon. So, yeah, you cannot physically hit him with your umbrella or whatever weapon you have equipped. So, that means you can only hit him with potions. And that doubles the length of the battle. That's not fun. And this can take just as long as the maximum time for dealing with the quality time with Snatcher, which is the previous mission before this. Because you have to beat that in order to get this one. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And of course it's the Snatcher, so it's going to be difficult. I will try probably about 15-20 attempts on trying to beat him without using my weapon. Because if at least I can do that, then taking the least amount of hits while attacking him normally would be a lot more doable, because that means the fight won't last as long because I can actually whack him. So I won't worry about my health. I'll probably do this in 2 attempts. I will say right now, Crabbar can do it in 1. So, depending on how I perform, because I have practiced this beforehand, and even then I have struggled, and Crabbar has comments in his video actually saying that some attacks can catch him out, but he can do it, and he has done it. I haven't, and I've come close many a time. So, I try to keep, particularly these challenges in particular, keep my first attempts legit, unless I have already done them myself in practice before doing the whole of the Seal the Deal and everything else. This is taking a while to load, wow. Okay, we are in. I did have to cut. That was a very long waiting time. I'm just going to skip that cutscene, I don't need to see it. We're just going to hop in and get murdered a bunch of times. Now, from watching Crabbar's video, what I can make mention is that this dude has 8 hit points. EX Snatcher has 8 hits that he can take. Hit him 8 times, you win. And every 2 hits that you make, you get a heart palm. That's important to know, and that's probably the only time I actually know how a boss works in terms of hits, because I don't think Crabbar did that on any of his other videos. And I haven't seen many other videos track hits either, but it's literally just 8 hits. But that could take up to 4 to 6 minutes per attempt. So I'm going to try and do the no hit with his... with the umbrella. Without, yeah, all 8 hits without the umbrella and just use potions. But as you can see here, when energy beams go off, they cause shockwaves. So that's giving you additional stuff to dodge. And he sometimes he can also mix up his potions with other attacks as well. So you've got to be constantly moving around. You can't just stand in place. Although, when these guys are going around, hugging the edge near the Snatcher is kind of a safe spot, but you can't just stand there because of the shockwaves, as I've said before. You can technically hit him here, if you're lucky, with the umbrella, but of course, we're not going for umbrella hits. If I take another hit right now, I would lose the first stipulation, but we're not going for that yet. And obviously, I was taking some hits because I wasn't in the groove. Of course, as well, just like before, if you hit him... Why did the game lag then when picking up the thing? Whatever. When you hit the Snatcher at all, that cancels out the current phase of attacks, so if he's sitting there like a lemon and you can hit him with a potion, if you're lucky of course, you may not want to hit him during that particular phase. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the boss, really, actually. It's just, other than the circle shockwaves that can go around 2 or 3 times, they also go just as fast as they did when you had to dodge him with quality time with the Snatchy Boy, up to about 2 minutes and beyond. It gets faster and it goes around more times as well, so you got that to worry about as well. But other than that, this is pretty much just another ordeal, but this time you can actually attack him. You just, need to land at least 8 hits. 2 attacks will give you a heart pawn automatically, so yeah, I think it might just be time for a montage after this particular attempt, really. And I'll probably give it about 20 tries, or until I deem it's boring, because after wound up windmill whirring, that wound me up. I pressed jump, what happened there? That's great. Yeah, they do chase you down and home in on you, so you might as well just keep on jumping to keep yourself going. It's also annoying that he has to go through his talking phase of his attacks, and you can't do nothing because a potion won't be available for you to chuck at him. Like that. So you have to wait quite a while before you can even get your first attack off in the first place, even though you would think that you could probably hit him at that point. That bit should just be removed just to save a bit of time, because that's unnecessary, because you literally just cannot do anything for the first phase of the battle. So, yeah, I don't find that bit fair. And I also put the music back to the original as well, as before. Why did I do that? I was just saying that that's not something you want to do. I was mentioning about this. You just want to dodge in and out. But it can go around for multiple attempts. So there we are. Dodge that. Dodging the minions while the shockwaves are going off, and then the beams could be right in front of you where you're about to land, is really cheap. And these triple rings, you just gotta, like, hope that the way you're gonna land isn't messy. Like that. Oh boy, well, there was nothing I could do there. Right, let's just keep moving and dodging these shockwaves. Oh, bloody hell. Now, this is a tease. I would hit you if I could. And since we don't have hats, just lead it in and out. There we are. Dodge that. Simple, as long as you are already in position. Because otherwise, that's going to be really hectic, especially if he's chucking potions and you're not ready for it. I forgot to jump because I'm a melon. This is a problem. Pick it up, chuck it. I was pressing B. I didn't chuck the potion. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag when you're trying to chuck potions. Okay, it's time for the montage. Oh, he landed on me! Wow, cheeky! What the? I couldn't lunge! What? I was moving and I couldn't dash lunge. What? I was just crouching. That doesn't happen when you're moving. The controls just broke on me. And I died because of it. That's fair. Wow. Third attempt and the game is already breaking. And there was nothing different there. Is it going to do it now? Nope. Now it's working fine. I'm lunging like I'm supposed to. That was weird. Thanks for that, game. Just break the controls. Why don't you? Basic mechanics again. In Death Wish. Make me mad. Make me look like a fool. I'm ranting. When's the next... Oh, that was right on top of me when I was trying to dodge the shockwaves. I can't dodge that one! I couldn't see. That's fair. Shockwaves are still going off. I couldn't jump. And I'm dead. No, I'm still alive. Hello? Nope, I can't pick that up. I can't pick that. I jumped on the ball! The ball's actually solid. What? That messed up my jumps. I died to the thing that is supposed to give me salvation. No, I wasn't ready. That is dirty, man. I was in the middle of jumping, dodging the original shockwaves. Then he gets that out, and then he gets that out. Oh, my lord. How did I dodge any of that? And came out alive. Right, this is a problem. Where do I land? No. Oh, my lord. I haven't had a chance to hit him yet. There's a potion over there. I can't grab it yet, though. Not in this particular instance. Right. Can I pick it up now? Chuck it. Oh, no, he's jumping around, so I can't hit him. Oh, my lord. No. Okay. Pick the... No! The final shockwave. I died with it in my hands. Wow, man.
Montage.
I couldn't land. Where could I land there? Someone please tell me where I could have landed there to save myself in that angle. Oh, he hit me when I jumped. Are you serious? Pick that up and chuck it. No! Come on! Imagine the button. It ain't chucking it. So annoying. If I don't dodge one thing, I get hit by another. What am I supposed to do in that situation? That's cheat. Where was I supposed to land? The whole floor was shockwaves. That was in the direction I was going as well, while dodging the previous shockwaves. Oh! It's nothing but, like, if you're in this particular point, when this many shockwaves are there, while the minions are there, it's just game over. You're gonna take a hit. Oh, I dropped the potion! I pressed B to chuck it! Excuse you! No, the potion's gone! I was gypped! I pressed B... Right, next time I have to chuck a potion, you're gonna hear how often I press the B button to chuck it, and it doesn't chuck it until about 5 presses after. This is ridiculous. I was mashing the button, and I couldn't chuck it in time, and therefore I got hit even though it cancelled the attack out. How is that fair? I am pressing the button to attack, it won't... I'm pressing the button to throw the potion. It won't throw the potion until I'm about to get hit. Then it will throw the potion. How is that fair? What? Oh, there was a ring, there was a shockwave, and there were the minions, no matter where I went. No! Yes! Mm-hmm. No! Oh, Jesus. Nope. I'm dead. I can't see. How did I pick that up without pressing B? I just walked into it and she picked it up. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's the worst way you could have just used your one pawn you just got. Piece of Tranquility gives you regen, just so you know. That's it. And yet, it makes the difference. Thank you for the, again, for the lag spike. I don't need that. And I'm down. Jesus Christ. I couldn't get out of it. I dashed at the last minute. It still didn't work. I was pressing B. It wasn't chucking it again. Chuck the potion when I... Every Death Wish, almost every Death Wish, I find some complaint. This whole entire point before the clones. It's a waste of time. All it does is to make you take damage, and that's it. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the bollocks, man? Stop being on top of me. Oh, seriously, what am I supposed to do about it? Oh, come on! I hit him and I'd still get hit! It's always like a frame before I hit him, I die. I picked up the bottle and I was pressing B. Where's my bottle go? I picked it up! Hello? Hello? It just got rid of my potion. Where was my potion, game? I picked it up and I chucked it. It didn't home in. It didn't even land back on the floor. I got gypped again. And I still didn't chuck it. This is ridiculous. It won't let me chuck the very thing that allows me to kill him. What? What? The potion completely missed him. How? He was sitting there like a lemon and it passed right through his skull. The game is now making the dude invincible unfairly. No, I was trying to pick it up. I'm trying to chuck it. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen a single potion in like a whole minute. I can't hit this guy if he doesn't provide me with that must be his trick. Oh, no! Come on! Jesus Christ! I was dodging for like over a minute, and there was no opportunity to hit him. Did the game bug? How many potions were thrown? It's RNG, I swear! And with the fact that the potion went through his face when it should have hit him, is even more bullshit. How is that fair in any sense of the word? Doesn't provide you opportunity to hit him, and when you can hit him, it passes right through him. Excuse me. I feel like I was gypped that entire battle, and I was still getting... Oh, words cannot express my annoyance with Death Wish. Words cannot express my annoyance with this spectral bastard! Oh, seriously, what do I do? Stand there and get hit by the beam, or jump and get hit by a shockwave? This is ridiculous. And I'm fed up with this dude's gloating. Excuse me? How did that hit me? There was no circle on me.
Later that same evening.
That's fair. Right when I was jumping so I couldn't turn around in time, I was turned around to avoid that and I couldn't get out of it. Now I'm being comboed to death. Everything falls apart and I'm done. That's it. I've had enough. I haven't got the patience. I haven't got up to 6 hits in 30 attempts. The first minute is always a way. It didn't actually give me a chance to freaking do it. I just haven't got the patience, especially after wound up windmill. Not a single one of these EX bosses I can do, because something always annoys me, and we've had potions phase through the Snatcher when he's vulnerable, even though they should home in no matter where you chuck them. If he's popping out the ground, fair enough, but he was sitting there, and you can hit him with a potion during that point, but it just wouldn't let me do it. And then I'm in situations where no matter what I do, I'm going to get hit. And when I get comboed, that's it, game over. I can't get above 6 hits, so we're going to have to let Crabbar take the reins. I don't know how Crabbar makes it so easy. Yes, it's practice, but it's also RNG to a certain extent. Where the potion is, when it's available to be picked up, if you can chuck it in time, what attack he normally goes for. I mean, there is some sort of method and pattern to it, but I mean, maybe he does the attacks at the same point all the time, but because where you're moving, it's never the same. And not only with that, but the issues that I just keep having is unbelievable. And I verify my game files before every recording. It's like, or every recording session at least. And I shouldn't be bumping into these issues, but I keep bumping into them, and it's artificial difficulty on top of increased difficulty, which makes it in a new level of unfairness. So I'm forced to use Peace and Tranquility just to have the regeneration, but then there's no point in me even attempting to try. I can just tank hits as long as I don't get too greedy just to get through. Crabbar can do this, even though he did come close to losing it, with getting both stipulations in a single battle. I wasn't even hoping for that. I could probably do it with taking not like 2 hits if I hit him with the umbrella, but if I can't even get 6 hits with potions without dying, how am I supposed to do it at all? And it's like, that was the closest I got. Normally I can get to about 5 or 6, and that's the thing. It's like, it's just not working. But as you can see, Crabbar pretty much does it. And yeah, he completes the Death Wish. We have a little reward for beating the Snatchy boy, but it just doesn't feel good that when it's, you know, the Snatcher that you have to Peace and Tranquility. I guess it makes it good that you're invincible, well, to a certain extent, that you're powered up as well as he is, and then you can kind of like smack him around as much as you want, as well as tank some of the hits he deals you, but it's just not as satisfying, and that's why I tried my best here. And the 1 minute beginning battle does not need to be a thing. The first minute of the battle is just you taking damage, and when he's popping out of the ground, none of the potions actually land on the floor, so you can't hit him during that phase either unless a potion's already on the floor. It's just not fair in my opinion. We're in the triple digits. Didn't feel like I earned that one. But yes, by breaching the contract, you get one of the most well-beloved Halloween costumes that you can get in the game. The Snatcher Witch outfit. For some reason my hat did not change. My head did not change. Excuse me? What's happened there? I go normal. Why is my head not changing? Oh my god, a glitch! Glitch! It's not even a mod and it's a glitch. Oh, it's probably because I had a mod equipped. Don't worry, I know how to fix this. I'll just load into an area and come back out. There we go. This is what it looks like. Obviously, I'm wearing, if I just wear like a normal hat, it gives you a nice stripe. So this is probably what we would go with. But yeah, this is pretty much what it is. Kind of works with pretty much anything you put it with. It's quite a nice one. The thing that I don't like about it, though, is that it has a Snatcher brooch, and I immediately hate it due to the trauma that I have witnessed, and still going to witness, because we're still not done. We still have quite a bit to do. So, in the next episode, guys, we take it to the final zone. That's all I can say. The final chapter. See you guys next time.